Hi, boys and girls, it's Miss Mulligan. Today we're going to review a little bit with sound boxes. We're going to review the short A, which says ah, and I'm going to introduce the I sound, which is I. The short I says I. So, read with me. I can. Try my ass sound, and is sound, and is sound, and blend words, We're going to practice this a long time. So you're going to see it over and over, and I'm going to review, and I'm going to introduce something new, and I'm going to go back and forth with the vowels for a very, very long time. Just so you know, Miss Mulligan put the vowel in the color red. Remember, our vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. There are 5 vowels, okay? There are 5. We are working on the A sound, A. And we put a new letter in the last box. So let's review the sound boxes. Remember, when we read, we start here. Our first letter is in the first sound box. Our next letter is in the last sound box. Sometimes I'm going to call the first box the beginning box. Sometimes I'm going to call the last box the ending box. So you need to make sure you understand Miss Mulligan's language. So I'm going to put a number 1 down here and a number 2. Then if you're math and you understand math, you know this one comes first. This one comes last or next. 1, 2. We go in order when we read. We go this way, then to this box, and if there's more boxes, we would keep going. Okay? So I'm going to build some familiar words. And I'm going to have you try it, and you're going to do that where we push it up and then blend it. I'm going to model it for a little bit, and then I'm going to bring in the I sound. But let's go over the A. Apple. Try it. A. Apple. I'm going to put a letter in the last box. We are going to start off with that short vowel A. And I'm going to push up each box with its letter sound. Watch me. I'm going to read the word, push each up, and then blend it and read the word. Am. Do you hear it? Do it with me. Am. Your lips should have come together. A. Am. Do you remember this letter? M. Do you remember this one? A. A-M is am. That's the word am. If I change the last letter to an N, remember that is an N, and that N has that tongue at the roof of the mouth. N. Do you see how I move my tongue up there? Try it. N. The word is an. Remember, you drag it with me when we're learning and hearing sounds. Do it slowly. An. We're going to push it up. A. N. An. When we blend it, we always go back to the number 1 box. And. Watch me. A. N. Then we go all the way back to the first box and blend it. And there is an apple that is green. Let's change that last letter and put an S in there. Let's try it. As. The S, the teeth come together. As. Let's push it up. Ready? Go back here. As. It's the word as. I am as tall as my sister. What if I change this to a T? Okay. Let's try it. At. Did you hear it? What letter is that? T? Try that sound. T, t, t. At. Let's push it up. At. At. You try it. At. Push it up. At. At. I am at home. You are at home. We're going to go over to the new letter sound we're going to start working on. It's the I. The I. Remember, it's one line down with a dot up here. That I sound has the I sound. When you make it, it will become more natural as you try it more and more, but it's I. Kind of scrunch your nose a little bit to get that sound out. Iguana, iguana. We're going to build some words. We're going to go and I'm going to put a new letter right here. I'm going to put an F, okay? And I know that F is curve around, down, over. And the F is quiet. You got to really listen for it. It says blow air. We're going to read the word, and then we're going to push it up. We're going to make our face. Get ready. If. Let's push it up. If. I wonder if it's going to snow today. If. Do you hear that? You got to really listen. That F is kind of a quiet little guy. Let's put an S in there and practice our S. Remember, it's curve and curve back around. The S. Notice how my teeth come together to make that sound. Try it. Is. It is winter time right now. It is winter time right now. Let's try is. Let's push it up. Is. Very good. You try it. Is. Go back to the front. Number 1 box. Is. There you go. You always go back to the first box to blend fast. You always go back to that little box. Okay? Now I'm going to change this letter and put a T. Okay? Let's try it. It. We're going to push it up. It. You try it. It. Do you hear it? You've got to really listen, don't we, to those sounds. I'm going to change it one more time to an N. Remember, the N is tricky. Try the N sound. The word is in. You try it. In. We're going to push it up. In. In. You do it. In. In. Boys and girls, when we're working on sounds, we are really concentrating on how to get those sounds in each box. We're listening for it to be able to blend it. Remember, the A says ah. Try it. A, ah. And the I says I. When we try the sound boxes, we listen for the word, the beginning and the end, and then we push it up and blend it. Listen carefully. At. You try this one. In. In. Read with me, boys and girls. I can. try, try. My short A, sound, sound, and, short I, sound. And, blend words, Have a great day, boys and girls. You're doing awesome. Keep working hard.